Hi everyone, this is Alice. I'm just going to show you, if you decide to do so, you can create tasks to help you take attendance in the Hub. So I created a folder here, and you can see from the title, I'm going to ask my students, they're going to be required to complete this task, which is literally just checking on a box every time they have a Teams meeting. But you may decide that you just want them, the absent students, the students who are not in the synchronous classes, to do so. So that's just a decision you'll have to make. So the first thing, if you take a look at fourth period attendance, this is the verbiage that I'm using. So this task, they're going to have to certify that they were either in class with me, and I'll be able to check that, or they were not able to go to class, but they watched the video and completed a Flipgrid assignment. That's what I'm going to do for my students. Or they weren't able to do any of these things, but I will still count them present. In other words, they were in the Hub and they did some activity, right? And in this case, just literally just a check. So I'm going to copy this, and I wanted to show you how to create it from scratch. So let's go ahead and add a task, which is down here. And I'm going to call it my sample attendance task. And once you have what you want them to click on, you can go ahead and set a specific deadline. So in this case, let's use today's date, which is the 4th. I'm going to set it as 11:59, or actually you can do, I forgot, at this at the end of a specific day. Sorry about that. So at the end of a specific day, which is 11:59, at this point, you're going to go ahead and click on the date. You're going to have to choose a time in a minute. So I'm going to say this is homework, and this is nice because the student will get a notification on their overview page when they log in and go to your course. So then what we're going to do is, in this case, you can assign to different groups, which is really nice. So suppose you merged your classes and you just want to assign it to fourth period because it's, they're on an A day. And then on fifth period, you'll create another task for your B day classes. And so for this demonstration, I'm going to click all of them, but you can definitely just choose one of your sections, okay? And then the next thing you'll do is you can click on Show More Options, scroll down, and this part right here, you want to set the time span so that once 11:59 passes, it's no longer available. So activate, this is when you need a specific time. I don't want this available until the end of class. And so let's say my class ends at 9:20. Then that's when I want it to be available to everyone. So they're with me during the synchronous session, and then they go to the Hub at the end of class. And this part is really important as well. You want to deactivate it, but the problem is here that it goes in 5-minute intervals, and they may literally get on the Hub and do this the last minute. So I'm going to choose the next date, which is September 5th, and we're going to go ahead and choose 12 a.m. And so we'll give them those last 5 minutes on September 4th, okay? And some of them will choose to do that. And so I'm going to go ahead and save this. All right, and I would like to, like right now, I have all my students and none of them have done it. But luckily I have a child in HISD. And so what I'm going to do is I want to show you what it looks like from the student end. So let me refresh this. And okay, so here, this is what it's going to look like. Due today, so this is why you want to set a deadline, so they'll get this notification on the overview page, and then it says the deadline is 11:59 today. So let's go ahead and click on it. They're going to read, and they're like, oh yeah, I know I did attend, and I'm going to click yes. Okay, so then what does it look like on the teacher end? Let me refresh my page here, and let's go back to resources and go to attendance. And for my sample, Nobody has done it, but I can see that if I scroll down to Mia, she's just one of those go-getters, and she was just very eager to get this task done. So I can see, clicked on yes. So what you're going to be looking for actually are, most of them will be yeses, and then you'll know the people who weren't in class. So this is all alphabetical, and you can scroll down and look to see if they had yeses or nos. So the last thing I wanted to show you was how to make a copy from a template. So here I renamed fourth period. I just renamed it as a template, and let me actually go ahead and delete this part. Okay, so this is going to be my template for fourth period attendance. Okay, so I have my paragraph here, and what I'm going to do is, in order to keep my settings, I'm going to actually assign it to a date that has already passed. So it will save this as a template, but it has to be assigned to a group, and I want in the template that it's my fourth period, okay, which I know always begins at 8:30. So here I'm going to go ahead and click on Show More Options, and in this case, the time span, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it as 8:30, and then this is always going to be the next day at 12 a.m. So let me save it. This is my template. And just as an FYI, I'm going to delete this. This was just an example I was practicing. So let me go ahead and delete that for now. All right, so here I have my 8th. I'm like, you know what? I want to go ahead and set up my 10th for my template for attendance fourth period. And this is my template. So I'm going to click on it, make a copy. It's going to copy to the same course and the same folder. And the copy will always be at the bottom. So let me go ahead and click on that and edit. So here's the template. I'm going to rename it fourth period attendance, and this will be for 09-10 because my fourth period 09-08 is done already. And the deadline you are going to have to set. So you can just set it at the specific deadline and choose the date. But this is a nice thing with a template. You can show more options, and the time's already set for you. So you just have to remember that it is the 10th, and you want to choose the 11th the next day at 12 a.m. So you can save that. And you can see that the fourth period 9-10 has been created. Okay, so you still have your template with the activation times saved, and you can just create copies of it. All right, well, just let me know if you have any questions. I hope this was helpful. Bye.